16,200.
Yeah, like.
Let me just put. Keep them engaged. Keep them engaged.
Hello, everyone. We are back. Oh, yeah, join now. What's that going to use? What's that going to use? What's going to happen? Ah. What's going to happen to my table now? The display will go power mode in 5 minutes. Hello, welcome to another section. Welcome to another section. Please, you can hear me. Hello, you're welcome to another section. Can you all hear me? Can everyone hear me? Can everyone hear me? You're welcome back to another data analysis section. Please, let's try to share the live. Let's try to share the live so people will feel that they can benefit from this section. Let's try to share the live. So the last time we talked about some in data analysis, which help us to increase our chance of making income, a huge income in data analysis. Then explaining data business analysis. Please, if you can hear me, be sent with your emoji so I can move on. I know I'm talking to some of us. If you can hear me, please signify with your emoji, and also share the live. You can share it. You can also share the live. So, like I said, if you're with me, signify. Let me know those that are with me. Okay. If thank you very much. We still have some people that are still on this live, but I like to know to make it interactive. Let me know those that are here with me. It's the most active ones. I'll work with the most active ones in this live. I'll work with. So if you're in this live, you're not active, it means that you're ready yet. So please be active. Be active. So um, the last time we talked about the data analysis, some area data analysis. And I told us that there are different branches, there are different areas you can specialize in data analysis, which some of us don't know about. We don't know about that. There are a lot of you can specialize in data analysis. Data analysis doesn't involve you to know everything. It doesn't involve you to know everything in data analysis. There's a lot more inside. I'll be breaking it down again, step by step. But before I go on, analysis, which is the number one question you should be able to come any day, anytime. So data analysis is the process of inspecting, cleaning, transforming, and modeling data to discover useful insights, make informed decisions, and support business strategy. So this is the definition of data analysis. Whatever thing you're going to be learning in data analysis will involve in this area, involve this area. Anything you'll be learning in data analysis, be it Power BI, be it Python, be it SQL, be it Excel, whatever tool you're going to be learning, you must use it for this process. You must process it using this tool. Like I said, the data analysis is the process of inspecting. You should have that to inspect data. You should be able to clean data, which people find it for this period. Yes, there's some data you will see. You will not know where to start with. You don't know what to start with, where to start from. So a lot of people find it difficult cleaning data. A lot of people find it difficult cleaning data. If you find yourself in that shoe, and you find yourself in that scenario, please comment section, drop a comment on the comment section. If you find yourself in a way that you are working with the data and you look at it that the data you could not clean it, it means that you're not really deep yet. The data field, you're not really deep yet. You still need more hands on data. You still need to work more on data. So you'll be perfect in that scenario. Okay. So what does inspecting data means? Inspecting means what? Means closely examining the data to structure and quality context before moving to deeper analysis. You must understand the data used to work. You must know what that data stands for. You understand? Before you proceed, you must the facts in that data before you proceed for analysis. You must know A to Z about that data. You can't just start create charts. You can't just start building dashboard. You cannot just start with analyzing the data. You must first closely examine that data. You must closely what? Examine that data before any further process. You must closely um, examine the data. So let's move on to the next part of it. So I'm just trying to run through the processes I explained the last time. So we have the key things done during inspecting. One of the key things done during inspecting is to check for missing values. Missing values are empty cells or null values. Then understand the data types. You need to know how to understand data types. Then review columns names and make sure they are meaningful. You need to make sure those columns are meaningful. Sometimes there are some columns you don't need when analyzing data. There are some columns you don't need analyzing data. Those columns you can delete those columns when analyzing those columns. So, like I said, review the column name, make sure they are meaningful. Explore sample record to get a feel of the data set. We explore a sample record to get a feel of the data set. Then look for duplicates that may affect accuracy. You need to also examine if there are duplicates that affect the record. You need to check if there are duplicates in the data set. Also, identify outline or unusual entry in the data. So why is this important? Why is this stuff important? Important, it helps you to know what you are working with and avoid errors during analysis or decision making. So it helps you to avoid errors during analysis and decision making. So before I go on any further, if you have any question, I'm trying to do the recap of the last meeting we had, which was last week Wednesday. So I'm trying to do a little recap on it. So if you have any question, you can easily drop any question. Any question. If you have any question, if you are cool, you want me to continue, please drop a comment so I can continue. I can proceed to the next. I'm waiting. If you're cool and you're enjoying the webinar, you can tell me to proceed. Then I will proceed to view some other things that you need to know. So that will help you to make a lot of impact as someone going into data analysis. Like I said, data analysis is a program that anybody, any department can jump into it. Thank you, man. So I can move on. Anybody in any department can jump into data analysis. You understand? Jump into data analysis. Then how to make the data, how to use data analysis skills to make high paying career, to earn high paying career job. How to turn it, your skills. Some people struggle with it. Some people struggle on how to use it to make incomes. Some people struggle on how to use it to apply for jobs. Some people have already finished learning all the tools, but still they cannot use it to do anything. They need to hear some certain things that it's not just knowing the tools, not just knowing Excel, it's not just knowing Power BI, it's not just knowing SQL, it's not just knowing R programming. You understand? It's you using it to solve problem. That is the major issue. You using it to help company to, you understand? That is the major issue. You to increase their revenue. You need to help company to increase those. That is the major thing. Not just learning Excel, not just learning Power BI, not just learning SQL, not just learning Tableau. There are hundreds in data analysis. You understand? There are hundreds of tools in data analysis. What singles out is being able to turn it into uh, money making tool. You understand? That's what singles you out. You understand? That's what out. Not just I want to learn Excel. I want to learn Power BI. I want to learn SQL. with those tools? What problem can you solve with what problem can you solve with those tools? That should be something that you should ask yourself. If you have gone through this process, gone through Excel, gone through Power BI, Python, some people end up learning Python. But what you should ask yourself is, these tools I'm learning, these tools I've learned, what can I use it to do? Can I really use it to solve real life problem? You understand? Those are the kind of questions you should ask yourself as someone um, going into data analysis course, or somebody that have gone through data analysis. Is you being able to use it, being able to use it. You understand? That is the major thing. So the last time again, we talked about the real world application of data analysis. If you are in this section the last time, please, which one are we talking about out of the real world application of data analysis? I started with one, business intelligence. I started with the intelligence. So I explained this for you to know that it's not just somebody that finished computer science that can do data analysis, or somebody that's into accounting that can do data analysis. It's for all departments. So no matter your department, no matter your profession, you can still find your way around in data analysis field. You understand? If you feel that, oh, I'm a medical doctor, I'm a health analyst, you can still find yourself as a data analyst. There's a job for you. You understand? So no matter the department you find yourself, no matter the job you are doing, there's still room for you to pick data analysis course and use it for your profession, your jobs. So the last time we dive into business, I told us that business intelligence focuses on using data to understand how business is performing and guide decision making. So for the real world application, which I'm mentioning, like I said, I'm starting with the business intelligence. Starting with the business intelligence. So I'll also explain the tools you need to use for business intelligence, which I explained the last time. I'm trying to do a little recap based on our last meeting, our last discussion. So I told us that business intelligence focuses on using data to understand how a business is performing and guide decision making. Like I said, it's not about just the see what is stated here. It's not about the tools, just knowing the tools. It's about using it to make decision. You understand? It's about using it to make decision. It's a business intelligence focuses on using data to understand how a business is performing and decision making. It helps us towards to understand how a business is performing. This is where your skills come to play. Can you use Excel to help us know how our business is performing? Can you use that tools to help us to guide our decision making? Or you just need tools to be able to use it to analyze, to do a dashboard? You understand? There are things you can do with those tools. There are a lot of things you can do with it. You can do with them. So let me take us through again on how data is used in business analysis. How data is used. Okay, let me bring out my word notes. Okay. So how data is used. So if you're going into business intelligence, so how data is used in business intelligence: sales performance tracking, sales performance tracking, revenue and profit analysis, KPI monitoring, open bracket, growth and productive. Next, operational efficiency analysis. So these are how data is used in business intelligence. In business intelligence, these are how data is used. So let's look at the example of the real world, that is the real world application. Let's look at the example. So the real world example is a company tracks monthly sales to see which product perform better. Then management uses dashboard, open bracket, Power BI and Tableau to monitor company health. So you can see the where the Power BI is coming to play. You can see where the Power BI is coming now, where the Tableau, what to use the Tableau to do. You can use it to the management. You can use it to create a management dashboard that will help the company monitor their company, monitor how things are happening in their sales. You understand? Then the monthly sales, you can help company know how much they are making per month, how much they are making per day, how much they are making per week, how much they are making per year, how much they are making per quarter. You understand? Based on the products the companies are dealing with. You can use the skills, your Excel skill, your Power BI skills, your Tableau skills to achieve all of this. Then the executive decide whether to expand, cut costs, or invest based on the data trends. So that's when they need to invest, because you have given them solution. You have given them the solution to their problem. Not just being able to identify the problem, you also you have helped them to be able to see where the problem is coming from. You're also able to let them know where the problem is coming from. So the next day is the tools commonly used. There are some common tools used for this. Number one is Excel, two is SQL, three Power BI, and Tableau. These are the commonly used tools. So as an individual that wants to move into business intelligence, these are the tools you need to focus on majorly. These are the tools you need to what? You need to focus on majorly. As someone that wants to move into business intelligence. So take this: better discussion, higher profits, reduce waste. Better decision, higher profits, reduce waste. So today's section, we are going to move on into marketing and what? And customer analytics. We are doing today marketing and customer analytics. Someone into marketing, this one is very okay for you. So marketing and customer analytics, this area uses data to understand customer behavior and improve marketing results. Improve marketing results. So if you want to move into marketing and customer analytics, that is the area you want to study. That is the field you want to go into. That is the area you want to focus your attention into. So you need to hear this. This area uses what? To understand customer behavior. So use data. You should be able to use the ability of the data you have to understand customer behavior and improve marketing results. And improve marketing results. So let's move on. How data is used. Let's look at how data is used in this process. So number one, customer segmentation involves age, location, and what? And behavior. Next, campaign performance analysis. A second, or 2 minutes. 2 minutes. I'll be right back. Okay, so let's move on. So I was explaining the marketing and customer analytics. So the marketing and customer analytics, this area uses data to understand customer behavior and improve marketing results. So you should be able to use these skills to understand customer what behavior. If you're going into the marketing and customer analytics, you should be able to know how to use it to understand customer behavior. Next, I have mentioned how data is used. Customer segmentation, which is the age, location, and behavior. Then campaign performance analysis. We need to analyze the campaign. We need to analyze what? The campaign analysis and social media analytics and customer retention analysis. I'm going to break this thing down now. Please, if you want me to move on, I like to. 4 minutes. So should I proceed? Are you enjoying the section? Are you enjoying the section? Should I proceed? Should I proceed? Should I see? I'm waiting for a response. Yeah, okay, okay. So by the time I explain this, some of us that are into analysis, some people that are into analysis, some of us don't know the part, the areas we should focus on. Maybe by the time I explain everything, like now I've explained the business part. So by the time I explain this customer, this marketing and customer analytics, by the time I break down how data is used, like the customer segmentation, campaign performance, website and social media analytics, then customer retention, and be able to know what you're doing. 1 minute, let me post this. Okay, so let's break it down more. So let's with the customer segmentation. Let's start with the customer segmentation. So, like I explained, you need to understand what marketing and customer analysis is. So, marketing and customer analytics use data to understand customer measure and so on. Increase instead of guessing what customer wants, businesses use what real data to decide. So instead of guessing what customer wants, businesses use what data to what to decide. So how is being used, which I'm explaining now. The first part is the customer segmentation and open brackets, we have location and customer behavior, which is the behavior part. So these are some columns. Means that grouping customer based on similarity. It can be on for age, it can be on gender, location, buying behavior, then interest. So why it matters is that the different customer want different things. different customers want different things. Example, young customer media ads, young customers, social media ads. Owner uses email or LinkedIn. Is that true of us? Please, I'd like to know on the comment section. Young customers, we say young customers, social media ads. Then business owner, LinkedIn or emails. So more young customers focuses more on what? On ads, social media ads. Focuses on social media ads. Then the business owners focus on more on what? On LinkedIn. They focus on more on LinkedIn or what? Or emails. That is business owners. Are you following? So this is for customer what? Customer segmentation. Then campaign performance. Talking about campaign performance, this measure how marketing campaign perform. How marketing campaign perform. So data analyze number of people reached. If you're talking about there is a part go down. Okay. So this is where I am now. Campaign performance. Campaign performance. So campaign performance analyzes what? How marketing campaign performs. Number one, numbers of people reached. Number two, click and conversion. Three, sales generates. Then four, cost versus revenue. Cost versus revenue. So this is the aspect of what? Of campaign performance analysis. Some of us don't know this. You don't know. That's when you want to apply for jobs. You see a job, they put 500K for the job. You say this job is tomorrow, but you don't know what you can do. You cannot even do anything. If they give you that job, you cannot even do anything because based on what you know, yes, your skills is not up to that aspect. You understand? So looking at this now, like I mentioned, that this measures how well custom marketing campaign performs. So data analyzed, number one, numbers of people reached. Please, this is if you're moving into what? Campaign analysis. This area is for, you see, people say, I don't want to do social media marketing. I don't want to do, some people say, I don't want to do data analysis. We all work together. You understand? If I give you a product now to help me advertise as a social media person, you see help me to give me the breakdown of the advertisement that you did, how much you used, how many people it was reached, how many revenue was generated, how many conversion. You must give me those details so that it will know how much I'm going to use for next month. You understand? This is also part of analyzing data. This is using it to help the company, using it to help the company move from one place, move from their lower stage to the higher stage. You understand? So, if you consider using going into campaign analyst, you already know the tools to use. You already know the software you can use, which I've mentioned earlier on that you can use your Excel, you can use your Power BI. There's still Google Analytics. We have Google Analytics. It can also be used for analyzing data, analyzing campaign data. Are you following? Please, if you are enjoying this segment, drop a like. I'm not seeing likes on this our live. I'm not seeing likes. I'm not seeing likes. Why? Are you not enjoying it? I'm not seeing likes. Do you want us to stop? Some of us have like finished learning the tools. The jobs we are not seeing. There are still some jobs you can do, but you're looking for that one. They say data analysis. How many of us are in that shoe? You're looking for that job they put data analysis. That's what you're looking for to apply. But there are still jobs that is not titled, like I just mentioned now, campaign performance analysis. You understand? It's not titled as data analysis job, but somebody that have the experience of data and I can also pick this job. You understand? You can also take this job and deliver. But why are we not getting offer? Why are we not getting this job? Because we just learn the tools. We don't know how to use it to we don't know how to use it to solve problem. We don't know how to use it to solve business problem. That is what employees are looking for. That is what business owners are looking for. They can pay any amount to achieve that. You understand? They can pay any amount to achieve that. They can't pay you money because you learn Excel. They can't pay you money because you learn SQL. They pay you money because you can use these tools to solve problem. You can use the tools to solve problem. Let's take an instance now. You are being employed in an organization. So they employ you. They are average like $10. Let's say $10 per month. After you picked up the job, helping them manage their data, helping them know where their expenses are, where their cost is coming from, helping them know where the products are being sold, helping them to manage their data set. At the end of that month, the following month, they now hit 10 million naira, $10 million. So let's just say $100 million. They now hit $100 million. What do you think of salary? You're going to get paid higher times four. Because you have been able to use the skills, the tools to solve problem and to increase their revenue. You understand? You have used to increase their revenue, not just solving, not just finding the solution. You understand? You have used to increase their revenue. Another instance I will give you on how you can use some of these tools to solve problem. For example, in an IT settings, you run an IT, you're a training center. You run a training center, and you have different departments. You have different departments, but you don't have a data person. You don't have someone into managing your data. You don't have anybody managing your data. Number one, you won't know the department that you're going to put more energy on. You won't know the department you're going to put more resources on. You understand? As courses are everywhere, there is data science, there is cybersecurity, there is web development, there is UI, UX, there is graphics. You will not know where the student is coming from and the course you need to cut off, because there are some costs as a business owner, also as someone into product selling. There are some products you don't need to store in the market. You don't need to store in your store. There are some products you don't need to keep in store. You understand? Because some products have expiring dates. You understand? You don't have to keep that product in store. Same thing applies to someone into tech field, that is a training center or anything that you're doing. So what if you have like different departments and each month you're paying your staff? I'm bringing out something here. You're paying your staff to 300,000 naira each person. You're paying each person 300,000. Let's say you have 6 staff. You're paying each person 300,000 naira. And for each department, you have 10 students in data analysis, you have 5 students in cybersecurity, you have 10 students in web development, you have 2 in graphics, you have 1 in social media department, which is digital. So if you look at it, by the time you pay this set of people 6 months salary, by the time you pay them 6 months salary, you're going to run at loss. Why? Because the one that you're paying for, the one that is paying for digital marketing, you're using the fund of other departments to pay that person. Let's say the person pay for his training. He say he want to do, because there are level of trainings now. They want to do the first part of the training. You want to do the basic of the training. So you end up registering the first part, which is 50,000 naira. and this person still in your office training this person for 6 months, you're going to run at loss. Why? Because you are bringing revenue from other department for you to be able to sustain that trainer that is there. But if there have been someone managing that data, someone managing that department, if someone managing your data part, it will let you know that, oh, please, let's not put cost to this part. Let's not just have instructor to this part. Let's have somebody like doing internship. Let's have somebody like want to come and do part-time. It will help you to reduce costs. I don't know if I get something. It will help you to reduce costs. Let us take someone that's going to go and buy product they are not buying in the market. You store it in the shop. But if you have someone that's keeping records for you, he will tell you that, madam, the product you bought last time is still in stock. Oh, we have not said that product. Why? Because there is someone managing that data. You understand? There's somebody accountable of that data. There's somebody helping you to structure that part, telling you that, oh, we have 6 products in this part. We have 2 products remaining here. Madam, it's like this product is not moving. Sir, this product is not moving in this area. Stop buying this product. It's because you have somebody is keeping record for you. That's what they want us to do as an analyst, as data person, someone managing data. They want us to be effective in our decision, in helping company. You understand? That is it. So, like I said, campaign performance analysts, performance analysis, those that are into campaign performance, they focuses on helping companies to know how many clicks. If you run an advert today and you put 10 million naira in that advert and there is no result in that advert, it's lost, right? Yes, you make lost. You will not gain anything from that advert. So what help you to be able to gain an upper hand over running an advert is when you know the right people to target. You understand? We're able to analyze the market. That's what helps you to make sure with the right audience. You understand? So the clicks and the conversion, then the sales generated, and cost versus revenue. This is for what? For campaign performance analysis. Campaign performance analysis. So let's look at some things. Let's look at the reward application. 1 minute. Let me put on the light. 1 minute. Please, 1 minute. I'll be back. Okay, so let's move on. Please, how many of us are enjoying this section? How many of us are enjoying this section? So move on. Don't forget the aim of this training. Like I said, before going into learning Excel, that is what most of us like. They miss out because they don't have someone that mentor them. They don't have to coach them. There are some things you need to know. There's some level to the some things you need to know before picking any course. You understand? These are some of the things you need to know before jumping into any of this program. And like I said, it's not just data analysis. There are a lot of things inside data analysis that they will not tell you because some of them don't know it. That is the fact. Some people don't know it. They only know data analysis, but they don't know there are deep things inside. I have a friend that say, "Oh, I'm a digital marketer. I'm an analyst," and I say, "Oh, you're a digital marketer. You're not a data analyst." There are some things you do day to day that is the work of data analysts. By the time I open his brain, tell him that this and this you're doing is the work of data analysts. And I say, wow, these are some of the things that people doing data analysts does in their office. These are the work they do in the office. You understand? So there are a lot of things you don't know. You understand? If you are someone that have do Excel, do SQL, there are a lot of things you don't know. There are tools that are no longer relevant, and you are learning it today. Some tools are no longer relevant. You understand? Some programs are no longer relevant. So let's look at the reward application. Like I was saying, so an online store identifies which ads bring the most sales. You can see. Which work is this? A work of data analyst. But somebody that is running an advert for you can help you do this. Do you get? That's why some people they want to employ. They will tell you that, are you good in data gathering? Are you good in digital marketing? They want to employ you as data person. They want to employ you as data analyst. They're asking you if you're good in digital marketing. Do you get? They're asking if you're good in digital marketing. So there are a lot of branches to data analysis. So an online store identifies which ads bring the most sales. How many of us understand what I mean by that? Which ads bring the most sales? How many of us understood what I mean by this? How many of us? How many of us understood what I mean by this? An online store, an online store identifies which ads bring the most sales. An online store identifies which ad brings the most sales. So if you run an advert on social media with your products, you need to know that particular one that is bringing the sales most. Someone that is into fabric or you sell clothes, by the time you push 3, 4 different products, you should be able to know that one that is bringing more sales. That one that is bringing more sales, what will you do with that one? You add more fun to it. You add more fun to it. That is the work of helping that brand, helping that problem to find that problem, then to solve it. Not just learning it. You understand? So let's move on. Then a business discovers why customers stop using its products. You should be able to discover why customers stop using. As a sales analyst, you are being employed as what? As a marketing and customer analytics. These are some things you should do for that company, for them to pay you well, for you to earn according to what you should help the company to achieve. Like I said, there are job application everywhere, but those that employ you, what they are expecting of you is how you can use those skills to help company. You understand? How you can use that tools to help their company. Some analysts end up not helping company. Someone called me last week. He said, Dan, please, I want to learn data engineering. I said, you want to learn data engineering? But you finished data analysis not quite like 2 months ago. And I said, yes. I want to learn data engineering. There is this person that their office, the person they employ as data engineering is not doing or it's not helping the company. You understand? It's just there answering data engineer for nothing, collecting salary date every month, but it's not helping the company. Now the company wants to pack up. They want they want to they want to stop, cancel his employment later. Why? Because he's not using that tool, he's not using that skill to help the company. So as someone going into this field, like I mentioned, the first one I mentioned was business intelligence, telling you what to do, how to do, what to do for business intelligence, the tools to learn. You understand? It's for you to be able to use it to solve problems for those companies you are applying for. That is how you can use it to, that skills to turn and make more money. You understand? So let's look at some areas. So I mentioned email campaign and optimize based on tone and click rates. For some of us, we may not understand all these areas I'm going to, because some of us only leverages on Excel, SQL. These are some things you need to know. I also can teach you, I can teach you practical Excel skills that you have never had before. I will break it down into the simplest form. But there are some things you also need to know, so that if it's only Excel, you know, if it's only Excel you're able to practice, you will use it to achieve things that you will not even imagine that you can achieve those things with it. Why? Because you know the concepts. You understand? You know the concept. I encourage us, please, if you have anybody that is into any these areas of data parts, you know, is into data analysis, please share the channel to the person. Let the person know the areas, what and what he or she is doing, so that you don't end up 1 year program, 2 years. Some of people go doing the program 1 year and 6 months. Yes, the school will collect their money. Then you see them keep graduating people. They keep graduating people, keep graduating people. It's just same thing as our normal school settings. They'll keep graduating people, keep graduating, but some are there, some of them are not using it because some of them don't know the areas they should focus on. I can tell you based on my experience, I've come across people that they are in data science class, but the class they should have been is digital marketing. Fact, telling you the story. They are in data science, they are struggling, but by the time you meet them one on one, you discover that, oh, I'll be doing that. And the person say, somebody said I should go and pick the, somebody said I should go and pick the course. That is how I go and pick the course. Because anybody that is guiding them. Companies are there, a lot of companies, if you open your eye, a lot of companies are in Nigeria now, abroad, doing data analysis. You now jump into it without making research, because you see that, oh, this thing is something everybody is jumping into. No, even though you're going into that data analysis, there are things you should know. There are some areas you should know. You should know areas you need to focus on. You understand? You should know the areas you need to put your energy to. Even though you're going into, okay, that person that's supposed to be doing digital marketing, she can also do that data analysis, but she will not do it into the area I just mentioned, which is the marketing and customer analytics. I don't know if you're getting something. So everything you're going to be learning is going to direct on that part. You understand? You're going to learn everything in data analysis in that area. Hope I'm making sense. So let's look at some things here. Please, I'm not seeing likes on this section. You're enjoying my coaching for free. I'm not seeing likes. Like this section. So I know that, oh, somebody's enjoying it. You understand? Like it and share. Share to your friends also. So look at this. These are a deep explanation of what I'm explaining. An online store and which ad bring the most sales. The business problem. An online store runs ads on Facebook, Instagram, Google Ads, or what? Or TikTok. But they don't know which ads actually lead to sales. They don't know which ad actually leads to sales. Which ad money? They don't know to sales. They don't know which ads waste money. What they run ad on Facebook, they run ad on Google Ads, they run ad on TikTok, but they don't know the one that generated what, the high revenue. Please give me 1 minute. 1 minute. So let's proceed. Let's proceed. Let's proceed. Let's look at the data collection. If I have like a little chance, I will show us this part. This is very deep and interesting. This area I'm explaining now is what everybody should know. This particular area I'm explaining. This marketing and customer analytics is sweet. Is what you should know. It will help you. Help you personally. You understand? It will help you personally also. Not just helping companies. It will also help you because some of us have businesses we are running. It will also help you. Some of us run adverts on social media. It will also help you. These days, I'll just do a practical example of it. So let's go on. Data collected. Track ads impression. Number one. Tracks what? Ad impression. How many people saw the ads? How many people saw the ads? Then clicks and who clicked the ad. You can see that. The clicks and who clicked the ads. Website visits from each ad. Purchases made after clicking the ads. These are things you should know when running adverts. These are the deep things you should know. That will help you to make to generate results. Let's say they employ you now, Airtel employ you, and you're not able to help them solve all this problem, or MTN employ you as a data analyst, you're not able to help them problem or track this thing I'm mentioning. You understand? It's going to be a lot of waste. You understand? So, website visit from each ad. You need to know that purchases made after clicking the ads, then cost per ad. So let's move on. Let's look at the data analysis process. Like I said, what I'm explaining now is going deeper. Today, they can watch the section any day, anytime. It's there. You can see I will have closed since, but I want to stop somewhere. I want to stop somewhere that from there I can continue the next time we're going to meet. So the data analysis process. Link ad data to website sales data. Link ad data to website sales data. Group sales by what? By ad source. So you group the sales by ad source. Then you compare the cost per click, which is the CPC. Compare the cost per click, which is the CPC. Then the conversion rate and the revenue generated. This is you going through the process of what? Analysis. Then calculate the return on ad spend, which is the ROAS. Calculate the return on ads. These are some things you should know. So let's move on. Then the insight discovered. Facebook ads bring many clicks, but few purchases. It brings many clicks. Facebook ads. When you run Facebook ads, a lot of clicks, but it will bring out few results. A lot of people can click your Facebook. Then Google ads brings fewer, more. So this Google ad is more expensive actually. It's more expensive. Google ad is more expensive. Then we have the TikTok ads, traffic but low spending customers. For low spending customers. So let's look at the business action. Increase budget on Google ads. Improve or stop low performing Facebook ads. Change TikTok ad targeting. The higher sales with what? With the less ad spend. The higher sales with the less ad spend. All this now I'm explaining now, some people will find it strange. I've done data analysis, so I never hear this kind of thing. They say, I've not had these things before that I can be a data analyst as a marketer, marketing customer analyst. So I can do all these things. I can do all these things. I can perform all these things. So please, is there any question? Any question? You guys do not like this life. No like, no share it. You are enjoying it alone. It's not good. You're enjoying this life section alone. It's not good. If I run advert on this live session, eh, those people that you will have say, oh, we'll let them come and enjoy it for free. They will not be able to enjoy it for free again. To become paid. So it's now you need to give people access. So I'm giving people access. I'm giving everybody access to enjoy it. So we all need to give people access, share it to people. By the time I start practical now, let's say I start practical now, I start teaching you Excel, I start teaching you Python, I start teaching you uh, SQL. There are some area I'm going to be thinking that you may not be, if you're not in this section, if you're in this class, there are some business aspects of thinking that I'll be bringing out. You'll be like looking at this, I need to go back because you're not in this section. You understand? So please, I encourage you guys, share it before you. If you are new, if you are new in IT, if you are new in tech, if you are new, I want to proceed to data analysis. Please make sure you make research, know the branch, know the application, the real world application. Then from there you can now pick your strength. As you're learning, you learn towards those paths. You understand? As you're learning, you learn towards those directions. So that when you see any job that fall in line with that direction, you can easily apply, then be qualified for those job. So I'll stop here for the meantime. So I'll stop here. Stop here for this section. So where did I stop? Where did I stop? Where did I stop? Where did I stop? Let's scroll up. Let me see where I stopped. Okay, this is where I stopped. Two. A business discover why customers stop using its products. So then customers sign up, but many stop using the product after a few weeks. The customer sign up, but many stop using the product after a few weeks. Data collection. So login frequently, feature usage, time spent in the app, then customer compliance. So the subscription cancellation. Okay. Then data analysis process. So the data analysis process involves compare active users versus inactive users. Then identify patterns before customer leaves. Please, everything I'm explaining is still on the second part, which is what? Which is the marketing and customer analysis, which is this. Everything I've been talking so far, everything I've been explaining so far is on this. You can make your research on it again. Everything I've been explaining so far is under marketing. Marketing. Then I list out some areas, which is this, the reward application. So these are the listed. So I'm taking it step by step, taking it one by one. So if someone in the area and you are in this live section, by now you'll have learned one or two things. You understand? If you're in this live section and you are into this part, marketing and customer analytics, that is this is what you do. Some people are into business intelligence. This is what they do. They use Power BI, they use Tableau to solve problem, to help company. That's what. So, like I said, I'm going to give us a break to everything. So, someone into healthcare and medical should still be a data analyst. By the time I break it down for you, you will see where the person can be used. You understand? You see the area the person can be useful. You can also be a data analyst, financial and risk analyst. You can still do that. Then supply chain and logistics. I will explore this. Then the career opportunities. These are the career opportunities. We have the data analyst, we have business analyst, we have data scientist, we have machine learning engineer, financial analyst, then we have marketing analyst. There was a day I want to train someone. Okay, I want to train someone on data science. What I do is that I will explain data. I want to train the person on data analysis. What I do is that I will explain data science for you. I will explain data science that the analytics is coming from it. You understand that data science is like the umbrella of all these courses. Then I now brought out these job opportunities in data analysis. That is data analyst. So now bring this job opportunity. The person now say, that is the last one. Oh, this marketing analyst. This is the area. This is where you want to focus on. This is where you want to focus on because the person is in marketing department already. So by the time he start explaining a lot of things on marketing, and I say, oh, no wonder you want to focus on marketing analysis. But some of us still don't know that things that exist. You understand? This can be your in the office. You are into marketing department. You understand? You can do data analysis to know how you can use it to help that organization. You can learn it to know how to use it to increase their sales. You understand? So these are some of them, some of the areas, the career opportunities. Like I said, the data analyst, the business analyst, data scientist, and machine learning engineer, then financial analyst. Then there are also certification to it. There are also certification to all these programs. So we have some certification which I will show us. These are some certification that you need to hold. We have the Google Data Analytics Certificate. We have Microsoft Certified Data Analyst Associate. Then we have IBA Data Analyst Professional Certificate. Then you have AWS Certified Data Analytics uh, Specialist. So these are some of the certificates you need to have if you write the international exams. This is for international exams. You understand? So these are some international bodies that you can pick up their certificate and use anywhere. Sometimes Google data analytics, Google was doing it free some years back. That time I did that. I did that for free, but I paid some dollars to get the certificate. That was like 5 or 6 years back. So I paid some dollars to get the certificate at the end. Then the Microsoft Power BI certificate, the last time I did that, it was like $900 and something dollar. I can show us that one later on. That is if you want to do that. You understand? You can also learn the skills without this. You understand? You can also know the skills without all this. So, like I said, by class, we'll move on. We are still on marketing and customer analytics. Marketing and customer analytics. So continue from that section. Please, if you and I like to see it top up that you enjoy this section. I like to see you like the section. Next week we continue our section. Any question can drop on the chat. If you have any question, can drop it on the chat. Let me take these few minutes. No question, no question, no question. I'm saying going. You have 2 minutes. If you have any question, 2 minutes. 2 minutes. So thank you. See us next week, Wednesday, same time. Please, same time. Don't forget to invite people. Don't forget to invite your friends to join the section. Thank you.